So let me ask you this.
Okay.
If every single kid that's on that team is used to being the first line center,
I don't
and
know what
there's
that means. Break
you-
it down to break it.
so in hockey, you got the first line, the second line, the third line, and the fourth line for forwards.
Or the ones who come out in and out, right? Like
Yeah, well,
okay,
just you go as a unit.
as a unit, yeah.
So your whole life you've been first line, you play center. You get there, and now you are the fourth line left wing. Is that the best place for that player to go develop?
No, it's not.
Maybe, maybe not. But see,
Yeah.
that's the role of the family advisor. That's how you're earning the business of this athlete. Now, don't get me wrong. You're gonna sit there and tell some family, like, look, I know you just got this contract, you're gonna represent your country. And we're sitting there, and Bobby's looking at the dad training face, and he might be like, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. You don't want to take that contract. And they'll be like, what?
What? That would be my reaction.
Correct.
Naturally,
But
you wouldn't understand that.
but that's why I keep going back to the same analogy. We're sitting there with the family, like, look, this is the chessboard. This is everything that you need to know that you wouldn't have found out until you went through it. And now let's make an informed decision.
Right.
The same skills that you would apply if you're figuring out a litigation strategy or how to close a deal. That's how we approach it.
Right.
It's issue spotting and then coming up, anticipating needs
Risk.
and coming up with solutions.
Yeah. And having a risk allocation. I'm sure there's some parents that are like, F it, we'll still go.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, 100%.
Right. And then there's some kids that might be, no, I won't go, but that may have been the wrong decision. You never know, right?
Right.
How it can play, right? So
Exactly.
I mean, that's interesting to say that.
Right.
Yeah.
But we're also building the brand of the athlete. So, eventually you're going to get to the draft year. And we tell them your target audience is each of the 32
What's the
teams.
draft eligibility for hockey?
Basically what functionally is your senior year of high school. So you're 17 years old,
Oh, you can go
going
in high
into your
school?
eighth. No, but that senior year is your draft year.
Okay.
That fall, the teams are watching you with the intention of drafting you.
Okay. Got it.
Obviously, there's some nuances, but I'm just trying to.
Yeah, you're right.
So in that year, where you're playing, who you're playing for, what role you have on that team, do they have the development resources available so you can level up the things that you don't necessarily have? Are you going to get the views that you need? And then here we are. Now we have to tell a story. Hey, Detroit Red Wings, here's why you want to draft this player. And that's where having that 4-year runway from when you first had that first conversation with them together as a team, this is what we do. This literally, I wouldn't say this is applicable to everybody in my business, but at my company, this is what we do. We're building that brand. We're building that foundation, these skills, because that kid, when he gets into his draft year, he's not looking around trying to figure out where he fits into the world. He knows exactly who he is. He knows exactly what he's bringing to the table, and now it's time to execute.
Right. And yes.
Same way when you walk in to Fordham Law School and somebody's giving you the right outlines and tells you like, yo, this is what the exam's gonna look like.
Right.
It can make a big difference.
Yeah. It can save you 10 minutes, which makes all the difference in the world, writing 10 minutes more than somebody else,
Yeah,
right? So,
absolutely. Or just knowing that like, yo, they don't really care about spelling. They care about the analysis. Or like, you don't have to get the law exactly right. They want to know the application of it.
right.
That's the difference between a B plus and an A minus, which is the difference between earning $180,000 starting versus earning $80,000 as a starting job.
Yeah.
So that's our role, is to make sure that everybody we work with doesn't look back thinking, damn, I wish I knew then what I know now.